Welcome. We are looking at words with the numerical value of 10, and I thought, why not explore the zodiac signs? So far, I have only found Taurus to be the only sign that equals 10. There might be another one. I was thinking, well, oh, there's the twist to it. Let's work with this. Taurus. So it's 139. I like the nine here. There's no five here, but I do like the nine here. Okay. So here we have, because usually the fives tell you about the presence of Mother Eve, but not in this case. Okay, so 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is 19. Of course, 1 to 9, or 1 plus 9, we should say, equals 10. Now, what I thought straight away was that um, it's no wonder that they were worshipping the bull, because Taurus is from 1 to 10, and because it is from 1 to 10, of course, that 10 coincides with the word heaven. Heaven. It coincides with heaven in the first text of the Bible. And in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, which consists of 10 words. So it's of 10 words. And of course, heaven equals 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10. And we have many other words that equals 10, like when God looked upon the face, the Spirit of God. So the word Spirit, Spirit, Spirit equals 10. So that's 1799992, 3 nines 27, 28, 29, 37. So we have 37 for Spirit. We also have heaven. We had man. We have man equals man equals 10, and man, oh, this is 4, yes, equals 10, and hell this is hell equals 10, and Satan equals 10. We had other positive words. I could say, when I say positive words, I mean wonderful words that resonate really nicely. Okay, but there was so much with 10, and as I say, 10 really would take us back into the first act of creation, or the first. In fact, it'd be interesting to see where in the beginning, God created the heavens. So heavens is the seventh word as well, which 7 is 2. Okay, when we do the numerical value for the word 7, it equals 2. Okay, and 20 meaning, of course. So basically, we have been, I thought that was very, very interesting, that Taurus, of course, and it goes from 1 to 9 as well. So basically, I think, did they worship I think they worship, or the bull was meant to be the sacrifice. That's it. They used to sacrifice the lamb as well. So that's the other thing. So it was first of all the lamb. So the lamb represents Aries. So Aries, Aries. Aries is not 10, but that gives us some insight onto how they came to um, sacrificing. This is 9, and Aries has 5 in it. It's no wonder that the bull was not really accepted, because the there was no 5. There is no 5 in Taurus. There is no 5 in the bull. So basically, it said that God was not happy at all, because there has to be a representation of that. We see beginning and end here. There has to be a representation of whatever is required. It's really interesting. So that this is 25, 18, 19, 20, 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay, so 2 plus 5 is 7. And so we had just done, for Taurus, we saw that that is basically, um, Taurus is 1 to 9, is 19, and of course, which means 10. So with the bull, the sacrifice would take us right through from Numbers 1 to 9. And we hear in the story, or learn in the story of the children in the promised land, offering sacrifices of the calf, the bull, and God was not pleased. But they were really going from this 1 to 9 and really going through the whole motion here. This is what I say. All the stories are really conveying the same thing, but they God had required lamb, and hence this is why they said that Christ has come as the Lamb of the world. So let us look at why we have seen in Aries, although it is 7, but it has got that 5 vibration, which is reflective of Christ and also reflective of Eve. So Lamb, Lamb. Also, we see that flower that I have been, or petal, or the W that I have been talking about. So we can see how Taurus, in that sense, although has the same numerical vibration, but there we see it's just how things seem to just go into birthing newness in actual fact. So there we go. And with these 4 letters, that's interesting as well. It's like, as though it was 1 letter for each year, north, south, east, and west. Okay, so this is 4 and 4, 8, and 2, 10, which goes in direct correlation. This is where we say we talk in direct correlation with the word man. Man equals 10, or Satan, Satan, which is of 5 letters. That coincides with Eve as well. Okay, so that is 5, 1, 2, 1, 1. So that is 6 and 3, 8 and 1, 9. 8 and that's 5, 6 and 2. That's 8 and 2, 10. Okay. So there we have it, that why we could say that one of the reasons, or the 2 things that appeared here although we didn't look at the word bull with Taurus, I think it would be fair to do that, but we could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters here with Aries. That coincides with 5 for the new, representing Eve, 5, or Christ. And then we also have for Lamb, we have 4 letters. So 5 and 4, 5 and 4 is 9. So that takes us to 9. So we could say here, Aries in the 5, although equals 7 in numerical value, but for the letters, we could say is 5 here. And in 4 letters, of course, we have 4 letters, 5 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that takes us through the whole 9 journey. Okay, and now we have the numerical value for L, which is free, and we have the M here, which is also free. We have two. This is the crux of this whole representation. The A and the B2 are also very um, potent in this case, because when we have A, for instance, which has a numerical value of 1, but it falls in sacrifice, in a sacrifice, it does have the vibration of 2. It also have the vibration of 3. We have done this already. We see how this one, when we do, if we were to copy the vibration of the straight, of the word straight, here we have 2 straight or 3 straights or straight lines, or we could say for straight hair, for 1, that numerical value, we would get 3 in hair. So 3 in actual fact is really in this column as well. We have also seen how 1 and 3 equals that B, which comes into that bucket, basket, and so on here. Okay, so that's really interesting. Of course, with the word L, the letter L comes into that lock. It holds that free vibration, which is right here. And we have seen how the Trinity comes into that. We see the 2 C's here has that vibration up and at the bottom, like we have done for the word up equals 10 and bottom also equals 10. But we see here, it's actually saying to us, we can see. And when we add this, if we add numbers from 1 to 4, as in the letters for lamb, saying 1 equaling 4 letters, that would come to 10. So 10 would coincide with lamb as well. Okay, but let's look at the shape. We have that M here in the third as lamb, L-A-M. Okay, so we have that M here, which is M. We also have it as 3 or E, and we have it as W. As I say, wherever we can get that M or that W, it gives us that aspect of where we can look at the other and see ourselves. So we can see in actual fact and the nature of the word of lamb, how it seemed to encapsulate that free vibration that seemed to make it perhaps a better sacrificial animal than the bull. Okay, because the bull is more temperamental as well. Of course, the bull does not really bother you unless you bother the bull. But let's look at just the bull, the word bull. B. Of course, it has the B just as the lamb. So basically, lamb would have L-A-M-B and bull. So the B is, it's, okay, I think I see what has happened here. So it's 3, 3, and we have all these threes here, and this is 2. So the bull really has 3 of these vibration here, and it is very, very interesting to see how we have that 3 vibration from here, and from the end we have the same B on both ends. But what I'm seeing here, for instance, here lamb, they both consist of 4 letters. L has this 3, so it begins with 3 here and ends with 3 here. Ends with B here and begins with B here. So basically 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So the bull had a numerical value of 11, which is a master number. Of course, 1 and 1 would be 2. And then we have the lamb as 10. Now, didn't we learn that Christ, of course, came as the lamb, or as the lamb, or was sacrificed as a lamb, but he also came as Jesus, who stood. When Jesus stood on his 2 feet, because the word Jesus, Jesus, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1. When we add these 4, 5 and 5, 10 and 1 is 11. So hence I am saying nothing really can happen unless it first finds something like itself on which to attach itself to, in the words of Emmett Fox. So everything has its direct vibration for it to really manifest and happen. So we see that Taurus actually coincides with Lamb hair. Taurus has the vibrational frequency of 10, as Lamb has, and then we have with the Bull, which has the number 11 vibration, which equals to, coincides, we could say it coincides with number 7 that we got in Aries, because 7 is really 1. Is it 1? No, 7 is really 2. That's interesting. I've got to. Yes. So, yes. So basically, oh, how am I going? Okay, let's do this. So Taurus, Taurus. So Taurus equals 10, and the Lamb and Aries. Let's do Aries. Ries. Aries equals, was it 7? 7. Okay, let's just do it to be sure. And so this is 25. Yes, so Aries is 7. Okay, and then we have the Bull. Oh, I perhaps should do this. Okay, so Taurus and the Bull. Let's put it in perspective. So this is 2, 3, 3, 3. So this equals 11. Then we have Aries, Aries, which equals 7. And then we have the Lamb, which equals 10. So this is what we are looking at. Now, so when we do the numerical value for 7, for instance, this is what I was trying to show. How when we do the numerical value for 7 for Aries, it also comes to that 2 here. So, because this would be 2, if we do the numerical value for 7, this is 1, 5, and we have Eve in 7, in the middle of 7, of course. This is really why we are showing how Eve and is supportive in Aries. Okay, 4, 5, 5. So this is 10, and this is 14, 19, 20. So we have 2. So this 2 is coinciding. So basically, Aries here, the 7 really equals 2. We could say that. That 2 coincides with the Bull. And here we have Taurus and the Lamb really matching. It's just really to show us how Because there's the thing that is often said, oh, God does not change, or when God makes a decision, it doesn't change. But we see that, oh, well, why did he one time say, yes, it's okay to have the bull and not the lamb, or the lamb and not the bull? But then we see that the vibration is really the same. So basically, we have been seeing constructs and doing other things, but the vibration is what really has had that interplay here. I hope you have found this interesting. I certainly have. Okay, so please like, subscribe, leave your comments. It'd be interesting to hear your points on these. And I just found it, yeah, kind of fascinating. Okay, so thank you for watching. Stay blessed, stay bright, be a field because we are planting new seeds. Namaste and spill over with love.